You guys ready? Well, I mean, having a life coach has really been transformative. Having LC come into my life really just gave me a whole new perspective. I just have a special place in my heart for him. I like to call him my lucky charm. Great. Could you just move off that? Yeah, thank you. I don't like anyone sitting on, yeah. I'm just such a lighter person. I just have so much more fun and you know, nothing really gets under my skin. Really, I know it's a chair, but it's actually not meant to be sat on. I think hopefully I answered your question.
I'm forcing the shame to stop drawing a blank and getting back in the bank. I'll be the one that you'll thank, and to be frank, stay out of enemy water. Working hard to get the enemy slaughtered, till now the enemy's cornered and rewarded, then the remedy's ordered. Just to point it out of sight without a penalty. You wanna bring the lead, you keep it, it hurts. You feel the heat make you wanna fall back. Instead of spring your head, you shaking in your bed. There's a street got you shook in your sleep. Be like chefs, cause we cooking these beats. And for a piece of the pie, I'll reach for the sky. Believe an eye for an eye, so I try to fly. In this rolling wide, oh wide, I'ma climb up the soul and fly so high. Me like a truck out control, let me light the ride. Following the road with nothing to guide. In this rolling wide, oh wide, I'ma climb up the soul and fly so high. Me like a truck out control, let me light the ride. Following the road with nothing to guide.
Hey yo, this your boy L.I. P.S. back to set it off.
Hello, my name's Rupert Cook. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I recently finished my previous documentary, which was about sperm whales in Antarctica. It was called Blowholes of the Antarctic. And we were fortunate enough to win 2 English BAFTA awards.
So I came out to Los Angeles to take some meetings. I started with Fritz Goldfarb, the producer who seemed most interested in financing my next film. I took my cameraman along, thinking it might be interesting to document the process from start to finish. So I hope you don't mind that I'm filming, we just want to document the whole process.
Shoot.
Well, Fritz in India, you know...
Indonesia. My name's Indonesia.
Sorry.
I don't like when people shorten it.
I apologise.
You understand.
Sorry about that time. I didn't mean to insult your wife. So.
2 strikes, not my wife.
Right. It was very exciting. My agent told me that you were a big fan of my last film.
Fan's a little bit much, but we heard about it.
Well, anyway, the film we wanted to talk to you about, it's sort of, you know, the natural segue from the last film. It's called White on White, Polar Bears of the North.
What on what?
White on white, you know, because the polar bears are white and the snow where they live
You know
in
what's boring?
is also white.
You know what's boring?
What?
White's boring. You do white on white?
Right.
That's boring twice.
I like a little color.
Twice.
White, I don't think you could, you know, dye them or
Fuckface.
anything.
Fuckface. Can I call you fuckface? I'm only kidding.
Sure, there's a good one.
You're talking about making movies about blowholes, making movies about bears.
Right.
That's not what we do.
Okay.
We make movies. You know, those PBS specials, right?
White on
Boring
white
shit.
sounds racial.
If you want a subject that's going to grab people by the balls, that's what movie making is. All right? You grab people by the balls. Did you go to film school?
I did actually.
Yeah, see, that's your first mistake. You like to be grabbed by the balls, right? Fuckface, listen to me.
Okay.
You ever hear of Life Coach? LC?
No, I don't know what that is.
All right, how long you been in LA?
I've been here, you know, for about a week doing
About a
meetings.
week, yeah. Listen up. There's a thing that makes this town tick. It's called Life Coach. That's the subject that's going to grab people by the balls.
A life coach, as I understand it, is someone who guides you, inspires you, structures your life. And you call them up with questions and they sort of tell you what to do.
See, this is why you got to make the movie. There's a little window right here, a little window of opportunity where the life coach, for the first time, is going to make himself public. No one's ever seen the life coach before. You do this documentary, you capture it, now you grab people by the balls. Bears the bullshit. Life coach, that is a subject that people are going to want to hear about. Michael Stipe, Tom Cruise, Jennifer Aniston, Cindy Crawford, stop me at any point.
These are all patients of the life coach.
Ah, see? Documentary filmmaking, not so dumb. Looks like a fuckface, but not so dumb, only kidding. You do a film on Life Coach, then I might throw some cash your way.
Right, but, you know, my last, the PBS...
Can you see my eyes closing behind the glasses? Can you see that?
No,
they're
because-
closing.
no,
you know
they-
why?
they actually-
No one's grabbed me by the balls. Don't start. It's not my wife.
If I do a documentary about this life coach, you'll fund my next film.
I could see that. I mean, how much is it going to cost for the bear thing? Not much money, right? You do Life Coach, we're going to make so much money, you're going to be laughing at the bears.
As distasteful as I found Mr. Goldfarb to be, I was in immediate need of his financing. The polar bear mating season only happens once a year, and that period was a mere 10 weeks away. Since I was determined to make my polar bear film, I set off to make Fritz's movie about the first public appearance of this world-famous life coach. I realised I needed first to figure out what problems there were in LA before I approached the man who fixed them. I asked a few of Elsie's clients, what makes Los Angeles difficult for you?
Freeways. 110, 405, none of them matched.
I found I had a little problem with firing people. I just think it's really mean.
You know, I'm like too good looking for Hollywood on some fucking level.
I personally am very uncomfortable with people of an indigenous nature.
It's very hard for me to have a wallet. You know, there's never a good time to be like at the gym and to carry a wallet with me.
I love the ballet, you know, and there's not much ballet here.
Oh, it's just, where's the spirit, you know? Where's the thing that pushes me? Where's the drive?
I think in this town, you know, it's people just don't really learn manners.
Let's face it, if I was in a room with Da Vinci and Francis Ford Coppola and Christ, say, I would round out the picture perfectly. And here I am in Los Angeles.
Okay, this is it. Rupert Cook from the documentary film crew.
Who the hell are you?
I'm from the film crew. We're doing the documentary on the life coach. Francis O'Reilly.
My son?
Yeah, I gave birth to him. You want to see the stretch marks? Do you know anything about this? Some documentary
I'm
thing?
Rupert Cook from the documentary film crew.
This is my nephew.
My aunt is not my mother, but I call her Mama.
Do you know anything about this, Draconi?
Yeah, you call her Mama as well. Is she your mother?
No.
Is she your aunt?
No.
Right, and you are a friend of...
But...
He's a friend per se.
He's not here right now, but...
Yeah, he's not
No,
here.
you've said that 17 times.
If you park it here, don't touch anything.
No.
Don't be even tempted
No, I'm really...
to touch it. Well, you can come at it and sit down.
It seemed Elsie had forgotten our meeting. As I waited in his living room, I had to ask myself, could someone this slovenly really be effective at cleaning up other people's lives? And yet, in the days leading up to this meeting, so many had sung his praises.
Do you have an hour? He's incredible.
I think the biggest thing he's helped me with is communication. I'm seeing this woman named Dale. We're very serious, and we had a very romantic brunch the other day. The first words out of her mouth were, guess what? I was attracted to someone else last night. The old me, but I said, really? Why don't you go fuck him? I'll see you in the next life if I'm this stupid again. After LC worked with me, I would say something more like, well, that's natural. Why don't we juxtapose that with how committed we are and work this out, you know? Of course, then I almost choked to death on low-carb toast.
I have a lot more passion.
He told me about the left eyebrow raise, and I've been working on it ever since, and my TDQ is like through the roof now.
I mean, just in the short period of time that I've been working with Elsie, he's really raised my confidence, and I'm doing really well in my job now.
I have a lot more anger.
He's just ripping everything away that I've ever done, and he's creating a whole new me.
Since Elsie came around, he's taught me some breathing techniques.
I have a lot more,
and a way to focus.
Edge.
And see that all brown-skinned people are not necessarily liars.
Elsie has helped me in so many ways. One of my co-stars, who will remain nameless, one day we're doing this kissing scene, and I smell the smell on his face, and I realize it's my moisturizer that he has been borrowing from my dressing room. Basically, we had to shut down filming and you know, just for like a half a day or something, but it was really horrible, and it was very hard to repair that relationship. But now, I mean, that would be, you know, it wouldn't even, I would just laugh it off, and it would be fine.
There was a time when I had like 3 therapists, 4 facialists, 6 OBGYNs. I don't know, for some reason I had a lot. That was weird. But then LC came along, and I know that I'm not going to insult anybody by firing them if I have to.
One day I was forced, you know, literally at gunpoint, a lot of peer pressure to go see this benefit for the Joffrey. I felt like Ralph Cramden at the ballet. Life coach really helped me. He explained to me that as ballet is life, life is a ballet. Soon, I'm weeping. I'll be on an escalator at the Grove, and I'll just burst into tears. I just wish I could meet the guy. He's been such a great help to me.
It's a sense of awareness. I gain a sense of awareness. I gain a sense of understanding. I'm aware of my understanding. Do you know what I mean?
He's the kind of guy who, you know, if he had $5,
he'd lend you, you know, one of them.
I'm getting him for half price, so I feel good about it.
You know, he's the most expensive life coach there is. So, I mean, he's good.
I couldn't believe that a string of BAFTA awards would take me here. And yet if I had any hope at all of making the Polar Bear movie, I had to honor my deal with Fritz and see this through to the end. 2 hours later, I heard a car door slam and I knew the moment had finally arrived.
Sorry. Hi.
Hi, Rupert Cook.
Hi, Rupert.
It's an honor to meet you, I have to say.
Hi.
Thank you for letting us into your home.
I thought we were going to do this tomorrow.
No, we agreed upon today.
Thursday.
Excuse me?
Tomorrow.
Today's Thursday.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday.
What?
You're a little early.
I'm sorry, no, we agreed upon meeting today.
No, yeah, we said Thursday.
Yes,
and
and
we're gonna do the interview.
Right, but today is Thursday.
Well, here we are.
Tell me about your process.
I'm a doctor of life topography.
Interesting.
The peaks and the valleys of the life, you know? I mean, therapists aren't there, and your doctor isn't there, and you can't always talk to your husband or your wife because they may be off, you know, with someone else. I'm there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The number one complaint women have in a relationship is that they don't feel heard. Well, you're a producer. You need to have a goatee. Elsie, you're gonna go over to Christoph, all right? Tell him Elsie sent you. He's got a blow dryer, he's got a crimper. Being desirable means being comfortable with your own ambiguity. Buy it. Yes, you'll look fantastic. Don't be a stupid bastard. Now I'm trying to talk to you in the only language you understand, and that's don't put the croutons in the salad. You can put egg or ham or bacon because it's a low-carb diet. Well, croutons are made from bread. Let's look. You must stop being shot at. Yeah, I don't care if it's part of your name there, Fitty. If you want to get shot in the thigh, it's your thigh. All right, best of luck. Rappers are the worst. Back away from the cigarette. You don't need it. You don't need the cigarette. Just smoke a bowl. You don't need the cigarette. You know, I don't care what kind of bar soap you use. Well, make sure you pat dry. You don't rub dry, you pat. Okay, you see a guy wearing a baseball cap. You see another guy, 20-something, cocky in a suit. What do you got there? Hey, you've got a writer and an agent, okay? You got two guys both wearing ball caps. What do you have there? Two writers. Very good. It's a tough one. A guy wearing a baseball cap and another guy, but it's like a trucker cap with like a retro cool tee. What do you got there? Writer, actor. Listen and affirm. And then eventually you can just affirm. No, I know of a spa down in Tijuana where you can go and you can get out of character. Larry, we need to shake you up. What, do you want to be popular? Do you want to be in? Yes. Just don't be a stupid bastard.
I was working at this restaurant and I got fired, and it was like the worst night of my life, and I called up LC and I thought I'd get some, you know, some succor, and what I got was, you stupid, stupid bastard, how could you be so stupid? At first I was like, I want to kill you, you know, why are you saying that to me? And then I thought, that's what my dad used to always say to me too. It's not your mom, it's not your dad, we don't even know who they are. Wow, you know, maybe my dad was right. You stupid, stupid bastard, how could you be so stupid?
I called LC one day in a panic. And again, it's the mantra everyone I'm sure is saying it. You stupid, stupid bastard, don't be so stupid. I've done a lot of therapy. With LC, it just became, you know, that I was a stupid, stupid bastard and not to be so stupid. And there was something very freeing about that. It hasn't really resolved the issue yet, but...
Estúpida, estúpida. Imbecil, não seja tão estúpida.
I carry that with me all the time.
The rumor was that LC had started his illustrious career as an employee of another well-known life coach, Dr. Watson Newmark.
May I call you Watson?
Yes.
You can call me Rupert.
Thank you, Rupert.
No, thank you, Watson. So did Francis, or LC as he's known, come to work for you?
He came in the back door and basically he just stayed. He wouldn't go away. He had a peculiar odor about him.
What type of odor was it?
The only way I know how to describe it is bullion-esque. He claimed that he wanted to suck from the teat of the master.
Didn't want to bring him up, but
But you're gonna, aren't you?
I am going to. Watson Newmark. You used to work for him. He was your mentor. We actually, we interviewed him for this documentary, and he had some interesting things to say about you.
I'm sure he did. What did he say?
He really is an idiotic nincompoop with no understanding of the entertainment industry.
Said that you're chintzy.
A chump and a brute.
You're transparent.
He's an overweight, soiled, malicious idiot.
That you were not very bright and no fashion sense whatsoever. He also said that you were a hack and that you were just stringing people along, that you really had nothing to say.
I'm a bit befuddled and bewildered by his success, and I don't really know what to think of it.
How does that make you feel that some would say that he's actually eclipsed you and is a more successful life coach than you are now?
I wouldn't say eclipsed.
Francis, you all right?
I just need a minute.
Okay.
Francis was too upset to finish our conversation. I decided to seek out two people who might be able to shed some light on this complicated figure. Okay, so Bud, what is your exact relationship to Francis?
He's my cousin.
No, you don't touch it.
And I live in the house just to help out and because of... That's like my home base. We're still young. We're 36.
So you both live with a very powerful and influential figure. What's it like living with someone like that?
He's powerful.
He's in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Right, but
he's marketed himself really good, but and not to take anything away from him, but I think that he's not as good as he portrays himself to be, per se.
To better understand LC, I decided to interview a few of his most religious followers.
Is Sunshine your real name? Did your parents name you that? Is that your real?
No.
No. Who named you that?
I named myself that. Sunshine was a much more fitting name. So I changed it.
What was your name before then?
I changed my name legally. My name is Sunshine.
What was your name before then?
My name is Sunshine.
I know, but before it was Sunshine.
My name is Sunshine.
Anyway, Sunshine, let's talk a little bit more about LC.
What he's really helping me with right now is I have CFS.
What's CFS?
Chronic fatigue syndrome.
A doctor diagnosed you with chronic fatigue syndrome.
I've read about chronic fatigue syndrome, and I know that based on what it is, I have. It's a real disease.
I believe you. I believe you.
My Ayurvedic doctor said incorporate anchovies into my diet.
Anchovies?
Yeah. I don't believe in eating animals at all. And especially not anchovies. Anchovies, they're just like these little, baby things that, they just...
All right, let's move on. Do you want to stop for a second? What would else he say to you right now?
He'd say, eat the fucking anchovies, Sunshine.
But you won't.
Because you don't want to be sick anymore.
Right.
Next, I drove out to the beach to meet another client of LC's, the very pregnant Gloria Lohman.
Well, I met LC because of my roommate Sunshine, who I know you've met with.
We've spoken to her before.
Just a beautiful, inspirational woman. When I think of her and who she is and the light she brings into a room, and I thought, if she's getting that from LC, I want some of that. I want a piece of that.
Girls we watch, make the thing pop. Love it when you lick me like a lollipop.
Well, to tell you the truth, I've had some body issues since I came to LA, and Elsie's really helped me get up off my tush and, embrace myself.
Do you really think it's a good idea to be rollerblading when you're this far into your pregnancy?
I asked Elsie about it, and he said, fuck it, just do it. Even if you do one leg lift, and then you have to go for peanut brittle, it's better to do the leg lift. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let, conventional wisdom get in your way. Just go do it. There are no excuses. It's like, who was the girl who slept with the senator or something, and she did the whole clothing line, no excuses? That's Elsie. No excuses. You know, I've always modeled myself after the Kim Basinger character in 9.5 Weeks. I watch that movie every night.
Literally every night.
9.5 Weeks is teaching me how to please a man, how to script for him, how to feed him, which is a huge thing with me because I love the food. I love food, and I think it's sensual and sexy, and I think the people in Los Angeles, to tell you the truth, have a real problem with the sexuality, as skinny as they might be. If you can't bite into a huge, juicy burger, if you can't shove a Twinkie down your mouth, you don't know about sex. Men, to tell you the truth, are a little intimidated by me. And out here, I even feel some of the women, and I love women. Oh, Jesus, eat a sandwich, you know? It's a cute tush, but I'll tell you what she could do with a little more on there, something to grab onto. I have something to grab on. You want to grab?
No, thank you.
I got a lot to grab onto.
Right,
That's,
right.
you know...
I don't know what that means, actually. Thank you.
I get to grab onto.
And then, of course, there was Elsie's most famous client, the ubiquitous Dominique. So, Dominique, I'm actually new to Los Angeles, and, you know, in driving around town, I've seen your face all over town. And I was just wondering, exactly what are you trying to sell with the
I'm
billboard?
every man's fantasy.
So you're selling yourself as every man's fantasy?
Yes.
Because usually when one sees a billboard, you know, an advertisement, they're selling something, whether it be a, you know, product or a brand or a, you know, a motion picture. And I'm just trying to figure out what exactly you're trying to sell with the billboards. Talk a little bit more about LC.
Oh.
About how he's changed your life.
He got me the benches, and I have every telephone pole in LA. Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
Elsie and I have fallen madly in love over the telephone wires. I love him so much. I do.
I was amazed that such a deep bond could have grown between two people who had never even laid eyes on each other. I then set off to meet Dominique's massage therapist, Larry Dibner, who was also a client of LC's. So Larry, have you ever actually met Elsie?
He's busy, you know? I mean, have you met with Steven Spielberg yet?
No.
Okay. So you want to flip over, hit your chest.
Do what?
Flip over.
I'm not flipping over you. That ain't happening.
That's another thing you gotta have to worry about is these people always think they know what they want for their, you know.
Right, sure.
You know.
Why don't we just wrap it up? Okay, why don't we just...
No, you got 10 more minutes.
Now talk me through one of your phone calls with Elsie. What does he say to you? What type of advice does he give you?
Basically, he tells me like, you know, he tells me just start doing it. That's what he said, and this is the biggest thing he usually says.
Start massaging men.
No, just do it. You know, what's it? That's what I used to ask him.
Right. What do you think it is?
Right now, I don't know.
Right.
Until I figure out what it is.
Right.
I don't deserve to meet him.
Right.
You know? So I just send my money to the P.O. box.
So, meeting Elsie is kind of the reward for finding it.
Hey.
You know, I think we're done here.
What's happening down there, buddy?
Maybe we should wait in the car.
Hey, it's natural. That happens. You know, get a little...
Well, yes. I met with some of the people, and I'm just not really sure there's a film here. I don't quite know what the story is. And have you met these people? I mean, some of them may in fact even be mentally retarded.
Come here.
I don't.
Closer. Fuckface.
Well,
How much money have I given you?
appropriate you hit
How
me in
much
the face.
money have I given you?
You
A lot of
have-
money. A
right,
lot of
you've
fucking
given me
money.
a lot of money.
You know what you're telling me right now? You're coming right to me and you're saying, I want to steal from you. You want to steal from me?
No, I don't.
You have a family? You have a nice family?
I do have a very nice
You like them? You want things to happen to them? I'm only kidding. Listen, I'll hurt you if you don't finish this film. In 9 days, Life Coach comes out to the world. Get out there and film it. You want to sit for a while? You want a lemonade?
No.
You want something?
Thanks. I mean, it's been
We're going to start a barbecue in a little minute.
So, Francis, I've met with the 4 clients you referred me to, but to be honest, I don't feel as if I have a real hand on how you help them. I thought maybe I could watch you over the next few days to delve more deeply into your process. Do you think that'd be all right?
Fine. Now, I just want you to go out and get one date. One date. That's all I want. And don't call me back until you get one date.
All out for the fame. This ain't no game.
All right, here we go. Okay. Zing. Bloop. Reel them in.
excuse me. My cell phone's messed up. It doesn't have your phone number in it. I don't think it'll work unless it has your phone number in it. You don't speak English? That's perfect. Do you have an address that I can drive by?
Japan.
Japan? Oh, I love, Bruce Lee and stuff. Oh, here we go. Amy, hey, don't I know you? No, just a little bam. Why is she walking off?
Larry, I need you to get out there and teach those ladies that you mean business.
I have a napkin here and it doesn't have a phone number on it. Denise. Isn't it Denise? Amy. Amy? Tracy. I know you. No, I know you from that thing with the place. You see that? It's got no phone number on it.
Oh, you'll know. You'll know when they're receptive, Larry.
Pretty hot. What's up? You tell me. Did you just ask me what's up?
Gloria, relationships take work. You vent. You say everything that is on your mind. 24 hours later, he can respond.
Number one, the resin on the floor. That's number one.
Number one what?
The thing that bothers me about you. Certain people have mentioned things to me about it. And if you want to know, it's Sunshine. She doesn't like the stuff on the floor. This is her house, too.
Maybe if she wore socks every once in a while, she wouldn't notice the shit on the floor.
And you're not supposed to respond to anything I say until it's your turn. Are you listening?
Maybe
You're not supposed to respond yet.
Yeah, no, he doesn't respond at all. He doesn't say anything.
Don't forget, this is the exercise.
Okay, let's try again to see.
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Right, let's try again to see what the exercise is. And Andrew, if what I get is correct, you're not allowed to talk during the thing. She talks, you don't talk, and then.
Not for
all right. Well, then I guess it doesn't work.
Oh, it's proven effective.
What exercise?
Andrew, we're just trying to get a sample of what Elsie
Well, this
told
is number
Gloria to do.
7.
Didn't see if
Am
it's
I at
helpful.
7 yet? Because this is 7. This is 7. He doesn't listen to
So
me.
this
He
is,
never
so we're
listens.
still doing the exercise right now.
Yes.
I don't think I'm supposed to be part of the exercise.
Do you see that? You've brought him into
All
her
right,
exercise.
let's start again. Let's try it again. Can we try starting it again?
Sunshine, come on, I think it's time for you to adopt another animal companion.
This is Flora. She's another one of my pets. She lives at a New York shelter, and she was rescued from an egg farm.
Why would one adopt a chicken?
Well, I wouldn't want to adopt a chicken because she was abused and treated badly, so I saved her.
Does the chicken live in the house with you?
No. No.
Sorry.
And her personality is she's talkative and curious.
She doesn't look like she's talking, and
I think she's... Hi, Carla. I think she's definitely... See, this is why we have been having problems.
No, stop crying, sweetheart. Dominique, you're losing it, girl. You need to get out there. Now, I haven't seen your face on a park bench or a billboard in weeks.
I got off my fat ass today and hung 15 of my photos on the walls.
They love seeing your face. That's why you need to push it.
This look is sexy. And the other is called Fire. I have a third famous look, and it's called Desire.
Now, who are these looks actually famous with?
I just want people to see me. So we're gonna hold a seminar, a sort of a rally, you know, of sorts, and they're gonna get to see me.
All right, let's do this now.
And hopefully they'll
I just want to play. Do you want to light our farts?
they'll like what they see.
So, Francis, how are you feeling about this venue for your big appearance next week?
It's not what I expected. I wanted the Gloria Chandler Pavilion. Who picked this place?
Bud, were you in charge of finding the venue? Did you pick this place out?
This was part my idea and part not.
Okay.
Cordless.
Uh-oh, look out. Seriously, Bud, I told you don't do that. I think it's gonna fall. The day only got worse. Francis's fears about how his clients would perceive him were compounded by the cruel taunts of Bud and Dragoni. Hoping for some reassurance, Elsie spent the entire afternoon on the phone with Dominique. She tried to calm his nerves by promising him she would love him no matter what. It was then that I realized that most of Francis's anxiety was stemming from his fear of Dominique seeing him for the first time. Later that day, I decided to revisit Dr. Watts in Newmark to ask him how he felt about Francis's imminent coming out. So how do you feel about
The fact that Elsie's finally going to come out and show himself to the public?
I feel ecstatic.
Really?
Yes, thrilled. Finally. Finally, Los Angeles and the entire entertainment community is going to see him for the sham that he is.
So are you going to attend the coming out ceremony yourself?
No, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to make it that night.
Why not?
I'm afraid my feelings might get away from me. I'm a feeling person, and I hold within me an enormous reservoir of feeling. And when that reservoir threatens to overrun its banks, terrible, terrible things can happen.
You say you're obsessed with him.
Why?
No, it seems like you're spending a lot of time dealing with him. Are you obsessed with him?
No, that's ridiculous.
I'm Tracy Neustadt. I would talk to you. N-E-U-S-T-A-D-T, Tracy Neustadt. I have my own publicity firm. Thanks. And I've been asked to handle the coming out of LC. It's going to be a fairly select list. We don't want him to be overwhelmed. Hundreds of screaming women, you know, throwing their panties, what have you up there on the stage. This chair is sticky. Kia, dear friend Johnny Silverman, Jonathan Silverman, as many people know him, is a dear friend of mine. We met at a collab. It's Children of Adult Bulimics. It's a support group about 5 years ago. Now let me just add that my mother is a horrible bulimic. I don't care who knows it. It's true. I don't lie about my life. Johnny was there because he was doing research for this role in this Lifetime movie that he was doing at the time called Hold Mommy's Hair Back, which was about, you know, he was playing the husband of a woman who had children and she was a bulimic, I think. I don't remember. I never saw it. But I heard it was fantastic. I believe Moira Kelly was involved. Anyway, long story short, too late. Johnny and I became really close, and he also knows LC, and I asked him, called him on the phone, I can get through to him like that. I said, would you do the opening? And he said, I would love to do the opening. And I said, have you ever tap danced? He said, no. Reason being, I have another dear friend I used to work with, do a lot of dance work with, named Sue Pegasus, Dr. Sue as she's known. She's like the doctor of tap. Now, Sue and I met while we were doing Fiddler on the Roof at the Beef and Boards Theater in Bakersfield. I was playing Goldie, the mother. Why? Long story, don't get me started. Sue was playing Zeitel, my oldest daughter, and we mixed in some tap in the Matchmaker number because we're innovators, and we saw beyond the vision of the shtetl. We saw Anatevka with taps. Dear friend Sue, dear friend Johnny came together. We're going to have Sue teach Johnny how to do a big tap number to open for LC. I don't think we can fail. Kia, I need more tea. Temp agency.
First day of school and all. Yes, first lesson. I hope the teacher likes it.
The whole thing about tap is the sound. It's all about the sound. My feeling is it doesn't all have to come out of your feet. You can...
Yeah.
That's just as good. Do you mind if I touch you? Is that okay?
Yeah, please, touch away.
Okay, just follow me. That's not right. That was great.
Okay.
Thank you. So now we're going to go to the mirror.
Now, Dr. Sue, I noticed that when you're doing the different steps, once you kind of get going, they all kind of look the same.
There's so many steps. It's like so many. There's so many.
Yeah.
It's passion. It's about passion.
Right.
That's what LC
That's what
is.
LC talks
That's right.
about.
So if you have
That's why
passion,
you're here.
you don't really have to know what you're doing. If you just
Yeah,
really let it. It's kind of from your sex, your sexuals. You know what I mean?
Right, from your sexuals.
That makes him nervous because you're not usually coming from your sexuals.
What exactly are you a doctor of?
What's Dr. Phil a doctor of? Okay.
In an altogether different style of dance class across town, Gloria took a stripper size class, explaining that she wanted to get in shape for the big day.
This is the kind of practice that you need to do to keep in the kind of shape I need to keep in to be honing my 9.5-week skills.
excuse me. Excuse me. Hello? You don't know how to do the steps. This is an advanced class for advanced dancers, and you don't belong here.
I'm
It's not-
schwitzing.
I know, but I think you're going to hurt yourself. And I don't want you to hurt yourself, and I don't want you at all to get in front of any of my professional dancers and hurt them.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of hurting
Well, you
anyone.
almost knocked him over.
I'm sorry. I know. I saw that. I'm sorry.
Plenty of other classes in this city to take, and it's probably better for you to do that.
It's okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. All right, let's do it again. Come on.
Then I just want you to calm, close your eyes, and just breathe.
In preparation for the coming out,
Absolutely.
Sunshine got centered.
Is that mine? That's me.
Should you be answering the phone in the middle of meditation?
Told you Monday afternoon. I'm not. Can you turn the camera off, please? Off. I'm not putting up with this shit. You know what? $80 an hour. I don't need you guys to be having a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Just a fly on the wall. Nothing to talk to.
I just feel frustrated because all the stuff that I see people doing, you know, on tapes and stuff that looks really cool and really hard, we're not doing. I want to learn how to do something more advanced.
Well, let's.
I want to do something that shows that I've been doing this for 3
Okay,
weeks.
cool. Do you want me to show you a pose and then we'll see if you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do another downward doggy or whatever, like I'm gonna throw up.
Okay. This one's called Vashisthasana.
Both legs super straight, then you're gonna shine out through your heart and move into a beautiful back bend.
Okay, that's, I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's more what I want to, okay.
Okay. Just remember that I've been doing this for about 8 years.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to take it easy. All right, remember how I said start in a push-up position? Okay, just listen to me. Don't get frustrated. When you fall, that shows me that you're really trying.
That's beautiful. You know what? I have CFS.
Should we stop?
I want you to do a step. Make no sound.
You know, it's funny that the actual foot that's doing the step I'm able to do in silence, but the balanced foot is the one that makes the noise.
In anticipation of the big event, Larry did a little shopping.
Thanks a lot.
He wanted to find the perfect outfit for the first time he met LC.
How you doing? Good.
You know, my name's Greg.
Okay, yeah, great. I'm sorry. I just everything was too big. Like the shoulders were like the hanging over.
No. I
Just
just
wasn't
wondered, I noticed you checked me out. I wondered if you want to go get a coffee or something. I have a break now.
You thought I was checking you out? Did you think I was gay?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Really?
this store and the way you were looking at me and the way you're dressed and everything. There's like helplines and stuff if you want to, like, for guys that are just coming out and stuff.
I'm not coming out. There's nothing to come out of. I'm out of the straight closet.
Well, my sister Jacqueline is throwing me, a Botox party.
I am so proud of my little sister who has always been the life of every party. It's so cute.
I'll do anything to look my best for LC.
I think Botox is very important. I have silicone, Botox, collagen.
Is the Botox safer than the silicone?
What is safe? You know what's not safe? Being ugly.
How do you know Dominique?
Well, she used to clean my house. I mean, she used to be my dog sitter. We met in a women's shelter in New Orleans.
Really? What were you doing there?
I don't know, but I woke up with a gun to my head one morning.
How do you think Dominique's changed since she's gone to the life coach?
The aura that just surrounds her. I mean, it's just this bright golden aura that surrounds her. After being a life coach, she can do no wrong. She looks gorgeous. You know, she's lost some weight. Her hair is fuller. She looks younger. She's gotten to a higher state of consciousness.
Back at LC's, Francis's nerves were clearly on edge. It seemed the pressure of his imminent appearance was becoming too much for him to bear. He had endured several sleepless nights, and he confided to me that he was in great discomfort because he hadn't been regular for days. As the hours wore on, Elsie grew more and more agitated. As if things couldn't get any worse, Francis received an urgent call from Jonathan Silverman, who had to cancel his tap performance for the coming out party because he got a 3-episode arc on strong medicine. Good luck.
What?
Francis, you seem a little tense. How are you feeling?
What does James 417 call? I'm giving you an easier one at
Yeah.
first. What does James 417 call the
Surprised you can fucking read, you.
What?
I'm sorry about the documentary. What do you mean you're sorry about the documentary? Where are you going?
I don't know, and it doesn't really matter.
Well, no, your coming out party's tomorrow, and we're trying to capture the whole thing on film.
But you know what? Get someone else to do it. I can't.
Francis, no, come back inside. We'll talk about.
Those cats are too green to be out here on the street.
Please. I called LC all night, but to no avail. He was uncharacteristically unreachable, in spite of the fact that his fans were eagerly anticipating his appearance.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing him for the first time because he's going to get to see me for the first time.
I don't know what I'm going to wear, and I don't know how. Certainly I'll get my hair blown dry. You know, I remember as a young boy going to the opening of Star Wars and just being very excited by that. And I don't feel the two things are related at all, but there you have it.
I feel a yearning, I feel a longing to meet him.
I mean, I've been thinking all week about what to wear, and I have this unbelievable pair of Manolos that I'm going to wear. I mean, I think he's single.
Nothing in this business, nothing on this earth thrills me like the idea of LC coming out. This is big. I mean, this is like the Berlin Wall coming down, or Nelson Mandela coming out, or, Martha Stewart getting out of prison. Big.
Hey yo, this your boy L.I.P.S. back to set it off. Heat up bell tie, back to let it off. Let it off. 6-7 Mizar. Rolling with my sweat on. We hit hard.
Do you want me to...
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, I just want to tell you something, man. he's gone.
Right. Right.
That's all you have to say. He's gone. He's not here anymore. No one knows where he is.
Hold on. Yeah.
Well, so the subject of the film is now gone. I don't see how we can continue with the film anymore, Fred.
Now you have a film. Now he's gone. Now you got some drama. You know what you're doing now? You're grabbing my balls, and I love it. Get out there. Go.
Okay, but
this is great. This is great. Twists and turns. Go ahead. Polar bears would never do that.
Okay. With no other option but to continue with the film, I headed back to Elsie's apartment to see if there had been any word from Francis.
I just want to play it. No, hold on 1 second.
Hey, boys. Francis just called. He's in Guatemala. He's in Guatemala. He's not coming back. He's not going to be here nothing. Maybe we'll have to... Who was that?
No.
Don't tell him he's not here.
You haven't what? Well, then you should, no. Then just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. Then don't. You're welcome. Okay, I will. Okay.
Nobody knows Francis. No one's even seen him. It could be you. It's perfect.
Pick it up. Hello?
I need your help. I got cramps.
Is it your hole? Are you lighting your farts?
No.
Hello? Is it your hole again? Could you take your thumb and put it in your balloon knot and
Well, I can certainly try, Eugene.
You do this, and then you're gonna be the guy. You're not like Francis, some big wide load.
put down the keys, get out of the car.
Don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy. You shut up. You get your life together.
You are the Night Rider. You are the Night Rider. You are the Night Rider. You are the Night Rider.
They're just waiting, so we're gonna see what comes of it all. I know, what they came for and what people need.
What happens if they realize that you're a fraud, that you're not LC?
I want to say to everybody that, you know, answers are all within the... Oh, God. I'm trying to think of antidotes to tell people.
Who picked out the outfits? Okay, let's go downstairs now.
Coming out was, in the end, everybody wins. It was a big, fantabulous, to coin a phrase, success, thanks to... It got off to a bumpy start. LC was a little, when he came out, he was a little timid around the crowd, which actually was genuine, that was authentic.
Yeah. This microphone is working?
He's, you know, he's a very inward, spiritual man. That's why most of his relationships are on the phone. And I mean only on the phone. We all have phone relationships, sexual or otherwise. But his relationships were purely on the phone till that point. So he came down the stairs, got skittish, ran back up. It was charming, really was. It was a bit cultish. He is very attractive. He's a handsome buck. It's not what I expected. Zoe, I'm gonna ask the third time for that lotion, because there's none in here, and you know how my fingers get. I think Zoe will soon be let go-y. We didn't have the star power we would have liked to have had. Unfortunately, a lot of stars weren't also, because across town at the same night, and this couldn't be helped due to scheduling problems, there was the benefit to raise awareness of the poor cell phone reception in the West Hollywood area. Dominique was there, which was great. She was, you know, dazzling as per usual. They have a very special relationship, she and LC. Thing is, the funny thing is between me and you and the, you know, the clock on the wall. He didn't seem to acknowledge her or see her, and she seemed a little, underwhelmed herself. After some initial, you know, timidity and reticence, Elsie really pulled it together and just, like, came out in gangbusters. Questions were thrown at him, you know, just ad hoc, ad-lib questions, and he was coming back with these amazing, like, you know, you had to think. It wasn't just spoon-fed to you. You had to think about what he was saying, internalize it, interpret it for yourself and your world, which I think is the way to go.
I recommend being naked in your living room.
I mean, that's what the Jesus was like, right? Zoe, I'm not kidding about the lotion. It was an amazing success. Really, everyone there left feeling a sense of accomplishment, forward journey, pathos, poignancy, and elation. In fact, just this morning, we did an amazing photo shoot with him, with a very, I'm not going to drop any names, but a really hot photographer. They're going to set the world on fire. It's pretty hot stuff.
In spite of the excitement surrounding Bud, I could only feel anxious. I'd hoped that the coming out party would mark the end of my involvement in this project, but Fritz insisted that I continue to document the story. There were only 8 more weeks until the polar bears were to begin their mating, and the pressure was on. With a new determination to see this through to the end, I headed back to the one person I knew couldn't be fooled.
That wasn't him. I was furious. That's not him, and no one will listen to me. That wasn't him. That's not what he looks like.
Have you been trying to tell people?
Yes, I've been trying to tell everyone. No one believes me. They're like, oh, he was so wonderful, so charming. That wasn't him. He was great. He was so full of life and intelligent and piercing but that wasn't him. Oh, but he was so great and he was so good looking. But that wasn't him. Don't you understand? Hold on, I have to get this. Sorry. Yes, hello, Cheryl. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, I'm with some people right now, so maybe we could schedule something. That would be wonderful. Oh, that is very difficult. That's a very difficult situation. Next time, why don't you think before you RSVP? Okay. Good. Regular time? Fantastic. Okay. Hey, keep breathing. Okay. Sorry.
I noticed that your technique is very different from LC's.
I care. I know what I'm doing. He's not a life coach. He's a bully! He's an idiot!
Rupert, I'm down to 3 clients.
You only have 3 clients left?
Yes. One of them does the animations on Space Ghost.
Right, wasn't that show cancelled?
Yes. I'm representing a cousin of Bob Saget and the set dresser from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Have you found that since the new LC has come out, you've actually had less clients than the real LC?
Bob Saget's cousin is considering leaving, going to LC. I don't even want to go there. Thanks.
Okay.
Thought he'd be different somehow.
It was magical seeing Elsie for the first time. I've been crying all night. Gloria and I were both so moved, and I feel like I'm almost ready to do this. I feel like I can do it. I'm gonna do it soon.
I showed up on time, just unfortunately it was at a bar mitzvah.
Do you have any regrets about last night?
I just wish that Mama would have been there. She would have really been happy to see.
Right, and she's currently at the Promises Rehab Facility in Malibu.
Oh, really?
Right, that's what my staff has told me.
Oh, that's cool.
What's New Mark was on Charlie Rose this morning, talking about the fact that he doesn't think that you're the actual LC, that he doesn't think that you're the life coach, and saying that you're a fraud. How do you feel about that?
Who said this?
What's New Mark? He's out there on various talk shows talking about the fact that you're really a fraud. Are you worried at all?
No, because I haven't even seen the show What's New Mark.
No, but it's not a show called What's New Mark. It's a person. His name's What's New Mark.
Well, I think the guy's got such a weird name that I don't think I'm too worried about the guy anyway. So
Over the next few weeks, Bud's popularity as LC continued to grow. Everyone in town was clamoring to see him. He was Hollywood's new it boy.
All out for the fame. This ain't no game with no shame. I'll blow your brains out of your domain. This ain't a prank. I'll throw a match in your tank. I'm causing more catastrophe than when the Titanic sank. So now you walking the plank. I'm forcing the shank. So stop drawing the blank and getting back in the bank. I'll be the one that you'll thank.
He seemed to get on especially well with his female clients.
I'm still having a little bit of trouble. You know, John has a lot of money and a lot of connections, in the industry. But then Mark is, he's really sweet and really nice, but he doesn't have any money. You don't like him?
Or
well, he just doesn't have a lot of money, and he doesn't really have any connections with, with the industry. So I'm feeling kind of torn. I don't know if I should try to make it work with John, or if I should, stay with Mark, because I really like him.
Sometimes how you talk, you use a lot of different, what I call, characters. There's Mark, and there's John. I don't think that you're making yourself clear.
Guys are constantly flirting with me, and they're constantly looking at my ass and my tits, and I don't know what to do.
You do have nice tits. You are hot. Do you, want to be not hot?
Yeah. I really need liposuction?
Hold in your breath. That's what I do. You just have to hold it in and sit up straight.
Yeah, they look real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, well...
After 3 weeks of observing Bud stumble through his client sessions, I finally got a phone call from my second unit in Guatemala. They had found Francis. The trouble was, he didn't want to be found. Back in LA, I was amazed that even Francis's most fervent clients were fooled by the man they believed to be LC.
Are those leather boots?
Yeah.
But I thought you said that you were vegan and that you don't eat or wear anything that...
Do you see me eating these boots?
No, so...
Hurry up, because I don't want to catch it out. Hi! You aren't going to believe what happened to me. This guy asked me to be on one night stand. And he didn't care. He didn't care that I was pregnant or anything.
What's the dude look like?
I haven't seen him yet. It's a blind date.
What's his name?
I don't know. They're going to phone me with all the information.
You're going to be on TV?
I'm going to be on TV? What?
No, that's good. That's cool.
Andrew, how do you feel about your girlfriend who's pregnant with your child going on a date on TV?
You don't want me to go on TV?
No, whatever. I think it's good.
No, go on if you don't want me to go on. You can sit. No, go on.
No, it's good.
Just get me hungry. I can feel No, don't. Get out of my way! Out of my way!
I was seeing relationships fall apart all over town. It seemed that Bud was stepping over the line and showing his female clients an inappropriate amount of attention. One woman was even threatening a lawsuit. So, Miss Goldstein, you're about to go public with your suit against LC. What exactly happened?
He tried to seduce me with an anchovy.
What? That's retarded.
And it worked.
What? What do you mean
And
it
I'm
worked?
not proud of that.
What do you mean it worked? Whoa, 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 what worked?
It didn't work all the way, but it worked.
What's not all the way?
It works part of the way.
Well, like oral part of the way, or like hand job part of the way? What part of the way? He fingered her.
Some things.
He fucking fingered her.
It was one finger.
That's enough!
I stopped it after that.
Great, well, now his hand smells like failure. I think the lesson here is sometimes, people you need, fuck you over, I guess is the lesson. They fuck you hard. I'm getting fucked.
I couldn't help but notice that many of Francis's male clients seemed disappointed and frustrated with the advice from the man they believed to be LC.
I paid you for a plan.
Yes, you did.
I'd like to have the plan.
I want people to meet me and say, hey, after they meet me, you know, hey, you know, good or bad.
Do you want some nuts?
Yeah.
Maybe that helped you.
I'm Armenian.
Armenia.
So, anyways,
I am from Armenia.
I don't know if you realize this, but I've waited a long time to see you. The shirt, you know, I can forgive the shirt thing. The nut thing was funny.
Well, that was to relax you because you're obviously so tense right now. One more thing. Put these in your eyes now.
This is bullshit. I came here for help. You guys suck. Finish your
Where's this coming from?
deal, whatever the
Wow.
fuck you guys are up to.
And
attack you like that. Attack me. Kiss my ass.
Finally, casual disrespect led to utter disregard, as Bud stopped showing up for his male clients altogether.
And this is the third time that you've tried to meet him.
Yeah. This is Rod 7, right? Maybe I didn't specify AM or PM to him, so that's my fault.
Now all that was left for Bud to do was to end his relationships formally with all his male clients.
I lost my mind, I lost my head.
Todd, I have to tell you something. I can't be your life coach anymore.
Peter?
I can only imagine that it hurts. Get yourself together and just take a deep breath. Yeah, crying's okay, but I'm going through like a time for myself. It's me. I'm just in a place in my life where I feel kind of like I need to be alone. It would make me more happy for you to be happy. I have to break this off. I'll call Skip. Oh, he was a crier, boy. You're not the only one. I can't be your life coach. Hello?
With 5 weeks until polar bear mating season, I contacted Fritz begging him to let me wrap this project up. Unfortunately, we didn't exactly see eye to eye. Sadly, my second unit was having no luck getting Francis to cooperate. Over time, even Bud's female clients began to feel neglected.
I don't feel like you're being very helpful, and you help me so much on the phone, and I don't know what to do. I'm tired all the time. My CFS is really bad.
Well, what is that?
I've told you 5 times, chronic fatigue.
Right. Why don't you just eat some meat?
Because I love animals. Are you even listening?
No, I am.
What is... Oh,
You should use an inside zone.
You're not even looking at me. Hey, have you ever seen 9.5 Weeks?
Do we have that, beef?
Hey, where's your CD collection?
The next morning I got a call from Gloria. She was concerned she hadn't heard from Sunshine since the previous day. But mostly she couldn't contain her excitement because her episode of One Night Stand was about to air.
Gloria Loman.
Hi, it's David Sider for our date.
Come on in.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Are you Gloria?
I'm Gloria, nice to meet you.
I'm good.
Good
Hi.
to see you. Well, come on in.
Okay. Okay.
And he's just the biological father of my baby. You ready? We'll be back soon.
Bring me back a chicken parmesan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. It's a fucking cool hat, man.
Okay, you ready? Oh my God. Salisbury steak.
Oh. I'm not sure if that's kosher. That's
No, I think
kosher.
it is, yeah. Do you like potatoes?
Oh, we're doing it like okay. I don't know if we could have the check. Maybe that would be.
It's a little too much hostility.
No,
Sometimes I feel from you.
I'm sorry. I think you're gonna be a great mother. You're really, really sweet. I gotta go.
Well, I'm not paying the check. I wish I could say this has been a nice evening, but it hasn't.
I think you're really great,
I'm just looking for love.
and I think you're gonna find it.
But just not from you. Well, I've heard that before. Thank you. Thank you for nothing. Just save it.
I mean, you guys could have told me.
Forgot my to-go food.
All right, babe. Yeah.
Got your chicken parmesan.
Gloria, they have no problem having someone on the show who has a boyfriend.
Well, as I've said before...
She's already got a boyfriend.
Hey! Hi! Hey! I have good news.
You know.
What do you know? Why didn't you tell me?
Guess whose 9.5 Weeks thing really works?
Did you watch the show?
No. Me and LC. 9.5 weeks all the way, baby! Woo!
Sunshine, the 9.5 weeks thing is mine. It's what I've been working towards my whole life. What did you do?
Anchovies. What? Why are you so...
You knew about this?
Yes. I did.
You know what? I'm taking care of myself.
That's typical. Okay. Go carve a soap, and if you want to see a real woman strip, why don't you come follow me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, I'm here to see Elsie.
This is off hours, and we're...
I'm sorry, it's really important, and I understand he's busy, but it's very important. I'm a
you
mission
can't-
here, and I have to show him how a real woman is.
You can't come in here. You can't come in here.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Whoa, no, we're close, guys. Come on.
What is all right, come on.
Let's go around this side.
So, Bud has completely taken over the business.
All right.
But he's made a complete shambles of him. He's sleeping with like 30 to 40 women a day.
Fucking awesome.
As delighted as Fritz was with Bud's outlandish behavior, he was still determined to get some sort of closure with Francis. My second unit continued to try to track down Francis in Guatemala. Unfortunately, their efforts continued to be unsuccessful. In the meantime, I returned to Bud's to find out what exactly had happened with Gloria. So, Bud, did you have physical relations with Gloria?
The pregnant one.
Oh, that was weird. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Was it weird because she's 8.5 months pregnant? That's probably not safe.
I think I've helped her, if anything, because all that girl needed was a little bit of, confidence. Her lower parts look the same as, like, anybody else's. I don't know what her, if she's seeing somebody now.
No, she lives with her boyfriend.
Does he know that she's pregnant?
Yes, I think he does. Bud's gross self-indulgence and complete ineptitude were wreaking havoc on his clients all over town.
Gloria's sleeping with him.
Does it bother you that Elsie's sleeping with someone that's not you? Does it bother you that it's Gloria?
Gloria's not my friend anymore. And that really hurts. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't get up.
This is the worst I've ever had it.
Had what?
CFS.
Gloria's caused your tired disease then.
I can't believe I ate all that meat. I can't believe it.
Because you're a vegan.
Everything's just falling apart. If you want to know the truth, it's just falling apart. Sunshine's not talking to me. LC was a big sham, a big fake. He never should have slept with me. He knew I was vulnerable. He knew that she was vulnerable. And now where are we? We have been making progress, you know?
He broke up with me. I loved him so much.
What's the
I want a cookie. I want a cookie. He said I'm too old.
I'm sure it'll get better. Some people felt so rejected they were even leaving town. So, Larry, you're moving back to Nebraska. Why?
I mean, I could center on the negative, which would be basically that LC hasn't called me back yet. I haven't met him yet, or, you know, and I lost all my clients for the massage therapy.
With polar bear mating season fast approaching, I was forced to re-examine my priorities. Reluctantly, I picked up the phone and called Francis. I felt I had to tell him the state of affairs. Francis, as a documentarian, I've been sort of struggling with the ethics of whether or not I should call you or not, but Bud seems to be seriously screwing up your business. Bud, wake up. Look, I feel it's only right to let you know that I called Francis yesterday. He's on his way home from the airport right now, and I feel I should warn you he's not happy at all about what you've done to his business.
This is, obviously, this is a design that I have that is working.
What?
That does work. Some chips. I was just cleaning up this place.
What the fuck is going on here?
Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on one second.
What the fuck did you do with the money?
There should be some in there.
It was shocking to me that it never dawned on Francis that his business might fall apart in his absence. Yet it was difficult to not feel sympathy for a man in such obvious pain. Francis kicked all of us out and told Bud and Rigoni they were no longer welcome in his home. As they rode off into the sunset, I wondered if I'd ever see this duplicitous pair again. I tried to get back in to see Francis, but it seemed he was too distraught to talk to me. Until the next day, when Francis called me with some exciting news.
Life Coach is back. It's going to be beautiful. Everybody's going to turn out. It's going to be this massive party for Life Coach, because Life Coach is back. How great is that? Here's what we're going to do. I'm having a come-out party tonight, and they are going to come back because of the honesty. I was away for a little while, took a little sabbatical, tried to get from point A to B and got stuck somewhere between A and B. But anyways, that's a side note. It's going to be beautiful. Everybody's going to turn out. It's going to be this massive party for Life Coach, because Life Coach is back.
Francis had left messages for his clients all over town, inviting them to the big night. He was sure that just the sound of his voice would bring them back, and that he could provide an explanation for where he had been and what Bud had done. So Francis, you're back. How do you feel?
I feel good. Can you just Febreze me for a second? Just get me good. Get me good.
Okay.
Get me good. One more. Is there enough seating down there? Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, I think there's enough seats.
They're assembling for me. They believe in me. Right. And that means so much.
Dominique had done it. Slowly but surely, Elsie's clients started to trickle back in and seek his advice once again.
So things are so much better now.
Right? It's more than I ever could have hoped. There's something magical about Elsie. And he was so clear about it, I just missed the message at the beginning.
What was that
So I
message?
was upset, you know, she wasn't eating and we weren't talking, and I would call Elsie and I said, you know, Sunshine's really upsetting me and she's not eating and I don't know what to do. And he was like, fuck Sunshine. Fuck Sunshine. Are you so smart? That's not how he meant it.
You're so deep.
What's going on, man?
Why don't you
Get
answer
the
the
phone?
phone?
You answer it for me.
Where do you both see yourselves in 5 years? Where would you like to be?
Do I have to move?
People were making peace all over town.
I didn't know what to do. It was about 3:30 in the morning. I'd started smoking again. It was pretty bad. I didn't know who to turn to, and I hate to admit it, but I gave Elsie a call.
You called Elsie?
I did. You know, maybe I was wrong about Elsie. He's got something. He really does.
What would you say to him right now if you could, if he was here?
I'd say, thanks, champ. Thanks.
That's nice. Thanks.
You've been great, too. So long.
I was surprised that Dominique's grassroots efforts to save Elsie's business were actually successful. And yet when all was said and done, Francis found himself back on top of the life coach business, in spite of myself. I have to admit I was truly happy for Francis. For the first time I realized how deeply I cared about this project. Now that Elsie had come out to his fans, there was no denying the light that emanated from his every pore. This complicated and troubled man had finally found real peace.
I've been away too long, trying to decide what's right and what's wrong, but it's not so clear. I'm not the only one who got a second chance to make things appear. I tried to keep myself together, but I let you down. Got a new sensation. I look for love in the wrong direction. Now I'm standing here in my new sensation. Your picture's on my wall. I'm feeling guilty 'cause I've taken it down, and you're still around. I tried to get it right. Too many times I tried, now holding you down. I tried to keep myself together, now I let you down. Got a blue sensation. I look for love in the wrong direction. Now I'm standing here in my blue sensation.
There it is, the fruits of our respective labors.
Whew, boy.
It's not what I expected at all.
You know, in a good way, not what you expected, or in a sort of
In a it won't sell for shit kind of way.
Like, I thought there was gonna be, you know, sex and sex. People like sex, you know what I mean?
I didn't see one tit. It's shit.
Dang it.
Shitty.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It sucks, right? Right?
No, Fritz, I don't think you're right. Look, I'm sorry, and I'm really quite tired of this, and I don't care if you fuck my shit up or knife my family or whatever you threaten to do, but I think the film is great, and I think it says everything we wanted to say, and you know, it's done. This is the film, and I'm happy with it. And look, I won 2 BAFTAs, and they don't just give those out to people who don't have talent.
No, they don't.
I'm sorry there's not more sex, Miss, you know, crazy freak, porn queen, or there's not enough gusto, but I think, you know, it's a good film, and that's... I'm sorry, what's...
For you. Good for you. Look at you. Look at you, little... You came in here like a little
Guppy outside. Can I mean you make the movie? I want to make a movie about bears. What do you say, son? Now look at all the balls you got. You learned something out there, didn't you? You crazy nut. Hey, you're funny, fuckface. You're really funny. You know what? Go out there, go up in the woods, wherever you're gonna do, and make that. Good luck with the pandas. I'll help you out. Make the panda film.
Polar bears, but
whatever.
thank you.
Whatever.
I just found a new day. I just found a new day going home. Killing time. One way home. I listened to what you said. I listened to what you said. Now I'm stone. Hope to find one way home. Oh, I listen to the radio and same old song singing one way home. It's killing time. I think it's time that you stayed. I think it's time that you stayed. Slow it down. Take your time. One way home. It's going down too easy. It's going down way easy like a child. Killing time. One way home. Oh, I listen to the radio and same old song singing one way home. It's killing time. It's killing time. What you see is what you find. It's not what you want left behind. It's like the door and let me in. A certain sound that moves me. Pull you back and back again. Someone lead me by the hand. I can't hold out. I'm sinking in. I'm shy to shine. I'm falling down. I just found a new day. I just found a new day and I'm stone. Killing